Hi everyone, welcome to First Page Fundays, where I find a nearby book and I feature the first page of that. Typically I feature a lot of Christian fiction because that's probably the majority of the books on my shelf, but you never know when I'm going to pop something else in there. I do like cozy mysteries, so I will put those in there sometimes, and yeah, you just need to come back and see what ones I might feature. So today's book is one that I just recently got in the mail. It's on my to be read list and shelf, and it is a cozy mystery. It is Murder Most Pemberley by Jessica Berg. It's an Eliza Darcy mystery. I believe this is the first one. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I got this, just as kind of a fun thing. If you I was going to say, if there's an author that you like, you should subscribe to their newsletter, which is a true statement. But sometimes we subscribe to authors that we're not necessarily that familiar with. And I not a lot because I get a lot of books for review, so I don't enter as many giveaways as I used to before. And I host a lot of giveaways on my website, by the way. I don't enter as many as I used to. So, I kind of just do the ones that pique my interest, but every once in a while I will enter the larger giveaways, which require you to subscribe to some, if not all, of the authors that are being featured in those giveaways. And if I remember correctly, that's pretty much how I came across Jessica's newsletter. Was simply that I didn't know her and I subscribed to her newsletter via some giveaway. So, and can I tell you too, if you, it's okay to unsubscribe to newsletters, and please don't mark them as spam, because marking them as spam hurts the authors. They're being honest in, you're subscribing to my newsletter. Be honest. Don't spam them. Even if you don't remember that you subscribe to that particular author, just unsubscribe to the newsletter. Because, like I said, spamming hurts the authors when you do that. So, feel free to unsubscribe to them. Any author will tell you, I love having you here, but if I'm not, my content's not for you, please unsubscribe. And that's okay too. But can I also say, from the standpoint of somebody who does subscribe to a lot of authors, and I unsubscribe too when I find their content's not for me, but give them a chance. Don't just enter a giveaway, subscribe to their newsletter, and then unsubscribe the moment you get that first one without even looking at it. Give them one or two. I would say not just the one. You get the one, you're like, who is this? Must have subscribed to them in a giveaway. Read through it, but give them a second chance, because you don't know what you're going to find that you might end up really liking. So I tend to give new authors to me. If I get their newsletters, I'll kind of let it go for a couple of months to just see, And then if the content's not for me, then yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and unsubscribe. It's like no big deal, but at least I've given them a chance. So there's my PSA. Anyway, so long story long in this instance, I got Jessica's newsletter. I had never read any of her newsletters before, and she had this fun little solve the mystery thing in her newsletter. She put a mystery in there about Eliza Darcy. It was like a little short story, if you want to call it, about a little mystery that happens at Eliza's house. And she asked her readers to guess who the culprit was. And so we did that. And by doing so, you entered a giveaway. And I guessed right, and I was the one who was drawn out of the people who guessed right to win the giveaway. So I got a book, and it was this book. Aren't you glad I told you all this long story? So I'm so excited. It was a fun thing in her newsletter. And it's a cozy mystery, and I'm so looking forward to reading this. Okay, so we have Murder Most Pemberley. This is it looks like Red Adept Publishing, which may be independently published. I'm not sure. So let's first see what this is about. Eat a crumpet, check. Say bloody hell in an English pub, check. Solve 3 murders and fall in love, definitely not on the list. But when English dishes up murder, even an American girl knows it's time to channel her inner Agatha Christie. American Eliza Darcy travels to merry old England to partake in a Darcy-Bennett family reunion for one reason: to solve the estrangement between her father and uncle. Not long after Eliza's arrival and an exploration of the vast estate of her ancestors, a dead body surfaces. Murder and mayhem replace afternoon teas and flirting with her British heartthrob. Eliza has every intention of keeping her snoot out of the official Scotland Yard business, but when clues to the murder begin to merge with her investigation into her family's rift, her inner wannabe sleuth self-activates. With the help of her bratty great-aunt and the sexy Heath Tilney, Eliza hurries to entangle the web of lies and secrets. As corpses start to pile up faster than the clues, Eliza fears the estate's family graveyard will swallow another body. Hers. Doesn't that sound intriguing? Cozy mystery. Okay. Aw, it's signed by her. I love that. So it is Red Adept Publishing. Copyright 2021. This one's the first book in the series. I think there was another one out, but I chose the first one because I hadn't read the series yet. And here is the first page. Chapter 1. Sexy Underwear or Wool Socks. I know not what to think of Pemberley. As a visitor, I knew my place. As its mistress, I find myself quite out to sea. The housekeeper, although kind, seems wary of me. I am content to deal with a mistrusting servant as I get to enjoy the perks of this grand estate. My Darcy. By Lizzie Bennet Darcy, Pemberley, 1811. Sexy underwear or granny panties and wool socks? Who am I kidding? Eliza Darcy shoved wool socks next to her Agatha Christie novels. The last time she needed fancy undies, well, she glared at the tags dangling from the lacy material. The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. Belle Knightley, Eliza's best friend, snagged the book from the top of the pile. First of all, why are you packing books? Secondly, isn't summer in South Dakota also summer in England? She plucked the socks out of the suitcase. And who is this Roger character? And if he dies, why should I care about him anyway? Eliza snatched the book from Belle's perfectly manicured clutches. The Murder of Roger Ackroyd is one of Christie's best novels. And the first and second part of my question? Belle threw a handful of frilly underpants into the suitcase. Eliza replaced them with the socks. I hear it can still be a bit chilly in England, especially during the evenings. Eliza collapsed in a heap on the bed, rolled onto her stomach, and rested her chin in her hands. Oh, if truth be told, I need my socks and my books for comfort. I know only 3 people there. She tapped a fingertip against her lips. I really should have waited until after this trip to break up with Seth. Ooh, this one looks, I wouldn't say saucy. I kind of felt that way, but that's probably the wrong term to use. But it does look a little fun, so I'm really excited to read about it. So that's going to be it for today's First Page Fundays video, featuring Murder Most Pemberley by Jessica Berg. If you like this video, please take a moment to hit the like button down below. And also, if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, you can get notified of future First Page Fun Day videos or even my unboxing videos. So, I love your comments. If you want to tell me what you thought of what we read, your experiences with book giveaways, or if you just want to say hi, that's okay too. I love your comments. I read and respond to them all. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. You guys are awesome. Have a great day.